Today we're doing a short yoga practice to improve balance, strength, your core, and help you feel steady as you move into your day. Balance is one of those things we don't often think about until we feel unsteady. But in menopause and beyond, balance becomes incredibly important. Hormonal changes can affect muscle mass, bone density, joint stability, coordination, and even our confidence moving through the world. And something important to know, weak bones can raise the risk of fractures, but many fractures happen because of falls. So if we want to protect our bones, we have to train the body not to fall. That means strengthening the legs, hips, feet, ankles, and especially the core. Today we're going to work on balance from the inside out, and we'll start with a simple breathing practice to steady the nervous system and focus the mind. Then we'll move through balance postures that build strength, coordination, and body awareness. We'll finish with alternate nostril breathing to bring balance to the left and right sides of the body and mind so you can step into your day feeling clear and steady. And if you're new here, I'm Jody, and I help women in perimenopause and menopause feel stronger, calmer, and more at home in their bodies through yoga, movement, breathwork, and simple wellness practices. Let's get started.
Let's start at the top of the mat. Bring your feet about hip-width distance. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Soften your shoulders and feel your feet underneath you. Before we work on physical balance, we're going to start with internal balance. And we're going to do this with breath awareness. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you breathe, notice how your body begins to settle. Balance is not just a physical skill, it's also a nervous system skill. When we're stressed, rushed, distracted, or overwhelmed, our balance can feel off. When we slow the breath, we give the brain and body a clearer signal. I'm safe, I'm steady, and I'm here. Let's take one more breath in and a slow breath out. Now release your hands by your sides and gently open your eyes if they were closed. Let's begin in mountain pose. Bring your feet about hip-width apart. Spread your toes. Now lift all 10 toes off the mat and then slowly place them back down. Feel the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and the center of the heel. This is your tripod foundation. Balance begins in the feet. And the muscles in your feet and ankles help your brain understand where your body is in space. That's called proprioception, and it's one of the things we want to keep training as we age. Now gently shift your weight forward towards the balls of your feet, and then shift back towards your heels. Shift a little to the right, and shift a little to the left. Now come back to center. Draw your low belly slightly in and up as if you're gently zipping up through the center of your body. This wakes up the deep core muscles that help stabilize the spine and pelvis. Strong feet, strong core, steady body. Now inhale and reach your arms forward out in front of you. As you exhale, lift your heels and rise onto the balls of your feet. Inhale, lower slowly, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Move with control. This is simple, but it's powerful. Continue moving. We're strengthening the calves, ankles, arches of the feet, and the small stabilizing muscles around the lower legs. These muscles help you react quickly if you trip, step on uneven ground, or lose your balance. Now let's add the core. As you lift your heels, gently draw the belly in. As you lower, keep the ribs stacked over the pelvis. Try not to throw the body forward. Lift and lower. One more, lift, pause for a breath, and then slowly lower your heels. Good, shake out your legs. All right, bring your feet back to hip width apart, and inhale, reach your arms up above your head. Exhale, bend your knees and sit back into chair pose. You don't have to go super low. Think strong and steady, not dramatic. Shift your weight slightly back into your heels and draw your low belly in, lengthening through your spine. Chair pose strengthens the thighs, glutes, hips, ankles, and core. These are some of the exact muscles that help us get up from a chair, walk upstairs, catch ourselves if we stumble, and stay strong in everyday life. Now bring your hands to your heart. Stay here. Feel your legs working. Feel your core supporting you. Now lift your right heel or foot and lower it down. Lift your left heel or foot. Lower it down. Lift the right and lower. Lift the left and lower. Keep lifting right and left. This little movement challenges your balance while keeping you close to the ground. Let's do one more side. And lower, and the left and lower. All right, inhale, stand tall, and exhale, release your arms. Let's come back to mountain pose. Your feet are hip width distance, shifting your weight into your left foot. Press down through the full footprint of your left foot and slowly lift your right knee up towards your chest. Keep your hands on your hips or bring them to your heart. If you feel wobbly, ride the movement. That's your body learning. Balance improves when we safely practice being a little unstable. This posture strengthens the standing leg, especially the glutes, hip stabilizers, calf, and foot. It also strengthens the hip flexors on the lifted leg and wakes up the core. Now flex your right foot, draw your belly in, keep your spine tall, hold, and lower your right foot down. Let's switch sides. Ground through your right foot and lift your left knee. Notice if this side feels different. Most of us have one side that feels steadier than the other, and that's useful information. It's not a problem. Find your breath. Your standing leg is strong. The core is active, and your gaze is steady. Flex the left foot and hold for just a couple more breaths. And lower the foot down. We're going to repeat that, but we're going to add an optional challenge. So shift into your left foot again and lift your right knee. Find one point in front of you to focus on. This is called drishti, or your gaze. Your eyes help with balance, which is why balance often feels harder in the dark or when we close the eyes. So option 1, stay right here with your eyes open. Option 2, start to soften your gaze And option 3, close your eyes just for a breath. And only do that if it feels safe. You can stand near a wall, a chair, a counter, or a tree if you're outside. Inhale and exhale. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes and lower the foot. Let's try the other side. Shift into the right foot and lift your left knee. Find drishti, your steady gaze. And it's not about looking perfect. It's about training your brain, your feet, your core, and your hips to communicate better. Stay with your eyes open, soften your gaze, or close the eyes for one breath. Inhale and exhale. Open your eyes, lower your foot. Beautiful. That's real balance work. All right, from here, let's step the right foot back about 2 to 3 feet and bring your hands to your hips. Shift your weight into your left foot. Start to hinge forward slightly from your hips as your right leg reaches back and lifts up behind you. Keep a gentle bend in your standing knee. Slowly start to lift that right leg up as high as you can, parallel to the ground. Now you don't need to come into a full warrior 3. You can keep your back toes touching the floor like a kickstand if that works better. Lengthen from the crown of your head through the back heel. Draw your belly in and reach your arms out in front of you for more of a challenge. Try to keep both hips level with hip bones facing down. This posture strengthens the glutes, hamstrings, back body, ankles, and core. It also trains the hips to stabilize the pelvis, which is huge for balance. And if the pelvis wobbles all over the place, the body has to work harder to stay upright. Good. Now slowly come back up and let's switch sides. Ground through your right foot, hands on hips. Hinge forward as you reach your left leg back. Keep the toes pointing down and float that leg slightly. The intention is control, strong glutes, strong core, long spine, and steady breath. As you press through the back heel, you're lengthening through the crown of the head. Maybe those arms are reaching forward for the full expression of Warrior 3. Find what's working best for you, but make sure you're challenging yourself. Good. Now slowly release back to standing and give your body a little shake. Let's move on to tree pose. Shift your weight again into the left foot. Turn your right knee slightly out and place your right heel at your ankle, your foot on your calf, or your foot above the knee on the inner thigh. We just want to avoid pressing directly on the knee joint. Hands can stay at your heart or reach them overhead. Gently press into your standing foot. Draw the low belly in and lengthen through your spine. Tree pose strengthens the standing leg, your glutes, ankles, feet, and core, and it also stretches the inner thigh and hip of the lifted leg. But more than that, tree pose or vrikshasana teaches patience. Balance is not stillness. Balance is constant adjustment. You may sway, you may wobble. That's your body doing the work. Take one more breath and release. Let's switch sides. Ground through the right foot. Place your left foot at the ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Hands can come to the heart or reach overhead. Finding drishti, your gaze. Drawing in through the center of the body. Relax your shoulders. Lift the crown. And then just notice this side compared to the other side. You're strengthening muscles that keep you upright, but you're also training focus, awareness, and confidence. Stay focused on your breath and let go of expectation. Go ahead, take a deep breath in and release. We're back to mountain pose. Reach both arms overhead. Shift the weight into your left foot. Now lift your right knee up as you exhale. And at the same time, bring your left elbow towards your right knee, feeling a crunch in your obliques. Inhale, reach back up. And then exhale, do the other side. Inhale, reach. And exhale, switch sides. So this is balance plus core. We're strengthening the obliques, hip flexors, standing leg, glutes, and deep stabilizers of the spine. Crossbody movements also help with coordination, which is important because balance is not just strength, it's timing, reaction, and communication between the brain and the body. Good, one more on each side. And come back to mountain pose. Standing tall, both feet on the ground. And take a moment for a body scan, noticing any changes in the body from when we first started. All right, we're going to end our practice with alternate nostril breathing to bring a sense of balance and clarity to the mind. Take your right hand and bring your index and middle fingers towards your palm, using your thumb and your ring finger and or pinky finger to close off the nostrils. Close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through your left nostril. Close the left nostril with your ring and pinky finger and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right nostril, exhale through the left. Let's repeat. Inhale left. Close off, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off, exhale left. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale right. Let's do it again. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Try it one more time on your own. This breath practice is often used in yoga to create balance between the left and right sides of the body and mind. It can help you feel more centered, focused, and clear. Let's do this last round together. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Release your hand and take one natural breath in through both nostrils and slowly breathe out. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. And feel the steadiness you created. Namaste.
Great job today. This short practice is something you can come back to any day when you want to feel stronger, steadier, and more focused throughout the day. And remember, balance is not something you either have or don't have. It's something you train. Every wobble is feedback. Every correction is your brain and body getting better at working together. For women in menopause, this matters. We want strong bones, yes, but we also want strong muscles, a strong core, better coordination, and more confidence in how we move. Thanks for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.